Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 12802 Southeast Jubilee Street here in Happy Valley. We're located at the rear right corner of the house going out the back of the home. A 4-inch ABS clean out. We're right in this little nook here at the rear right corner. You can see the corner of the wall. This is a very hard clean out to find, so I give you as much chance of finding it. Anyway, we're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. Alright, transitions here at 42 feet over to 3034 PVC pipe. It appears to be 4 inches well. We have got a serious offset right here. We'll take a look at that. At least it appears to be pretty serious just looking at it right now. We'll have a better look at that joint on the way out. It doesn't appear that a whole lot of stuff is hanging up on that. And that's mostly due to the fact we've got a really good slope to this backyard, keeping everything moving really quickly. The concern there, though, is if we have trees or anything around, and the possibility that could open up to the ground. Anyway, here at 63 feet, we have reached the terminus of the line. I don't think it goes all the way out to the street. That seems a little too far for 63 feet. But anyway, we'll try and locate, especially at that transition joint where it's offset, we'll try and get that located at the very least. And it appears to be 4-inch pipe all the way out. That offset makes it a little difficult to verify, but it does appear to be 4-inch. I'm not seeing that pipe belling out there at all. We're going to let the line drain out for a moment before rolling back in. Now we're down to just a trickle at this point. We're going to go ahead and start reeling the camera back in. And I'm going to do my best here to locate this spot. It's the back hillside here is very, very steep. Anyway, here is the offset joint. So that joint there goes to the top of the screen. So it's actually the water kind of makes it a little deceiving as to how offset that actually is there. I am going to recommend a spot repair to correct this. It's possible to repair it, when this was installed, they might have tried to use a fern coat to put an angle on the line. It's kind of hard to say, but with that much separation there, I'm inclined to recommend a spot repair at it. At this point, it is not affecting the functionality in a huge way. This would hang stuff up if you put a large wad of anything down the line, whether that be toilet paper or paper towels. Stuff like that would likely hit this spot and possibly stop up here. So that the concern is you've got a 1-inch lip there for everything to run into. That, and if this is settled this way and that joint is pulling apart, it exposes the joint there to root intrusions, or makes it much more likely that they could get in. So I am going to recommend a spot repair at this point. There's no debris hanging up here at all, so it's not showing signs that it's clogged in the past and had issues, but it's a fairly good size offset there, so I'm going to recommend a spot repair. If you don't do a repair on it, I'd recommend rescoping the line in a year just to keep an eye on it, make sure you're not getting any major debris buildup in there or anything like that, because everyone's living habits are different. And we're going to try and locate this, and I'll get it marked with a white X. Yeah, located this. We're down the back hillside. We're about 1.5 feet from the fence. Got a big white X on the ground. We're at 3 feet 5 inches deep here. I do recommend a spot repair to correct this joint. Again, if you don't do the repair, I would suggest rescoping it maybe a year to keep an eye on it. Make sure you're not having any major debris buildup, and that would mostly be due to living habits at this point. if you're putting things down the line that shouldn't be going down there, at this point, that's mostly what's going to be an issue, because there's hardly any debris at all around that. It's not showing a whole lot of evidence that it's had or has been causing significant flow issues. Otherwise, we'd have a lot of stuff built up at that spot there. That was mostly, at this point, a preventative issue from causing other things. I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera out of the line here. Aside from the joint there, and we still have adequate flow to the main lateral. We don't have any debris collecting there, so it's obviously has actually quite good flow, and that's mostly due to the steepness of the hillside there. If that was a flatter line, that would be a huge problem. So this has the advantage of having the slope to it. If it was just regular old 1/4 inch per foot grade, that type of offset there would be a fairly large problem. So anyway, I'd rescope it in a year if a repair's not done, but at least it's not terribly deep. It's 3.5 feet deep right over by the fence line. And aside from that, the rest of the line is in great shape, has adequate flow, and is functioning at this time.